Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I wanted to remind you that no path that is ever walked is an easy journey to navigate or to migrate through. There's always going to be an obstacle that's needed to be turned into a challenge. There's always going to need perseverance, determination, and motivation because it could be tiring to continue to fight uphill, if you will, if you don't have all the tools provided at easy access. And maybe if you're battling harder than you think you should, then it's quite possible that you missed some type of value during a lesson that may have been presented to you. I know that I readily go backwards and, double check the situations that I have lined up that I have not yet come across. So when I'm looking on my path and I'm walking, I am grounded in today. I am very happy to be here, but I'm also looking toward my future. And the road that I'm walking, I need to make sure that there's not going to be a pothole or an obstacle that might pop up and present me a challenge. And if that comes, then, my intuition, my ingenuity, and my ability to pivot and change will help me not so much miss, hiccups, if you will, but see them coming and know how to respond before I even reach them, clearing my way and they don't actually come, right? Because if you see a possible hiccup with a direction that you might be migrating, like if you get a pit in your stomach, or if, you get a nudge, telling you divert, pivot, rethink. That's not telling you that you should pivot and rethink what you're doing right this second, unless, of course, that's where your mind was. But typically, when our mind wanders to where we'd like to be, right, we tend to look over where we need to get, like how we need to get there. So yes, our elevation is raised, and yes, it allows us to see things from a different perspective. And yes, it does allow us to be able to float, so to speak. Like if you're flowing with energy, right? Going with the flow, embracing natural law, pivoting as you get to certain things. But when you're looking toward your future, you need to make sure that you've got a clear way to walk. And sometimes outside, obstacles come your way and there's no way to get around that. But if you don't put your mindset in that position, then you're likely to see that those obstacles, they don't even exist. That it was something that your mind, tried to bring up as far as doubt goes to dissuade you. That happens a lot, especially if you're dealing with other people and they also have a comment, because you want to value what other people think. But in the end, you need to rely on you and your inner guidance and your spirit team. Because at the end of the day, just like at the beginning of every morning, right? You're walking in your shoes. There's no room for someone else to fit in your shoes with you. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's physically or metaphorically. So keep that in mind, because each individual has their own idea of their destiny, and some don't care how they get there. But the ones who achieve their goals and have their manifestations attract to them, right, are the ones that are mindful, that are willing to see, willing to pivot, willing to take on a different mindset, to avoid a possible negative that might never come your way if you don't let doubt slip in and, create some kind of obstacle your way. I've seen that, people say, oh, you're standing in your own way. Yeah, that's what that means, I guess. Guilty. All I know is that there was a reason why I was the way I was and learned what I did and rolled the way I, thought I should. And that was so that I would be able to gather a wide variety of diversity and adversity so that I could straighten it all out, clean it all up, and then pass it all out. I'm so silly. But you know what? I'd rather see you laugh and smile than see you frown. Do you know what I mean? Because no one wants to be down. No, I don't believe anyone wants to be down. This is a world where we choose the emotions that we feel. And I choose laughter, love, and fun, excitement, and positivity, and endless opportunities, and ever-evolving growth. My lovely collective, whatever you do today, I so do offer you a clear sailing pathway to your higher consciousness, to your true self, to your destiny, to the things that you've yet to see, accomplish, feel, be a part of. They're all waiting for you. So grab your positive mindset and look forward to your future as you bask in today, not letting doubt slip in and create any kind of obstacle your way. I love you. Blessed be my lovely family.